Hi, so I'm getting ready to prep for some Pilates certifications. So I decided, well, I've been decided, I'm just acting on it now. But I always wanted to be a Pilates instructor. Well, not always, a couple of years ago. And I was getting ready to start training, but I was making certain transitions in my life. I hope you can hear me over the loud noises. I'm outside, I can't help it. And so through all those transitions, I really forgot about how much I love Pilates. I've been training in it for a couple of years now. And so I really decided to take it serious and act on my training for it and just get certified so I can start teaching because I would love to do that. I would love to do that well over until I'm dead. I love Pilates has always been a tool for me with all my dance stuff, and it's played a major part in why I can do certain things when I do dance. And so I want to go ahead and start prepping for this training program that I'm getting ready for in about a month or two. And so we're going to start with my Pilates book. I got this from Five and Below. I'll put the link down below. It was $5, and it has let me show you. It has like all the different exercises you can do. And so I want to start with this. I have another book that's more about anatomy because you do have to learn a lot about anatomy. And so I think if it isn't sold out from Amazon, I'll tag it below. But yeah, we can get started with the training for all of this. And so for this one, I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks. So we have all these different, I'm going to put a close up on as an overlay. And so we're going to start with the Pilates positioning. Sorry, this is like my first video ever. My first Pilates video ever. And so I'm going to be a little shaky in my voice teaching this because this is the first time I've said this out loud. And so please be patient with me. Oh, and then next, after we get through with positioning, I'm going to go ahead and I've been studying a lot of videos. So instead of teaching, I'm going to listen to the teacher teach. And I'm going to copy the movement, but also go over the movement out loud. Because the biggest thing why I decided to get certified in Pilates is because I have a pelvic tilt. And a lot of moves that a lot of people teach with the pelvic tilt, it can be a little bit hard because of the way I have to access my lower abs and how much I have to tuck compared to someone else who has a normal spine. So I'll show you. Oh, by the way, you can get this hoodie on my website. Okay, so I have a very bad pelvic tilt, right? So this is me in neutral position, right? As you can see, I'm engaged in my lower abs. But watch when I release. This is me when I'm not engaged. And this is actually more of a comfort to me than this. This I have to be super aware of and keep this positioning. But with this is just how my normal body is. And so this is the very reason why I wanted to get into ballet classes, but I didn't realize it wasn't only ballet that I needed, but it was also Pilates that I needed. And I found that about Pilates when I used to do dance programs, and we would have discussions about different kind of workouts you can do, and that's how I found out about Pilates. They always say it's a small world, but sometimes the way you find out information is so weird. It's not until you do certain things where you can find out, oh, this exists and that exists. So, yeah, my main reason for jumping into Pilates and wanting to teach is because of my pelvic tilt and how much I've had to, um, manipulate my body in order to be able to hold a neutral position, which is very hard for me. I let go of it a lot, but having that self awareness, and also a lot of teachers that I came across didn't have the information because their bodies aren't built like that, which is fine. And so, yeah, this is my biggest motivation. So, we're going to go over Pilates positioning, and this will be more so for people with pelvic tilt like me. And also, oh, I forgot. I used to work at this stretching place, and I would meet people with pelvic tilts, and the information that was given to me and the discoveries that I've had with learning how to fix my own body and the discoveries that I had with learning how to fix my own body, I was able to help them like readjust and get more comfortable. You'll see. So for our neutral position, right? I'll show it standing up. Okay, so we have our neutral position that we're going to start with, right? So we want to make sure that everything is aligned. So like I said, I stand like this on a regular basis, right? But now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck that pelvis forward and engage in our lower abs. This will be our neutral position. So we're going to take this down to the floor, right? Now, when we take it down to the floor, think the same thing. So once we lay down on the floor, right? This is how I will lay down. This is how I sleep too, and it's uncomfortable. But you can see a lot of space, right? And if I lay down wrong even more, I'm tucked like this. This is how I end up, I'm hitting the mic. This is how I end up sleeping a lot of times. And so what we're going to do is we're going to reposition that, right? So we're going to put our feet up and we're going to do the same thing like we did while standing up. But instead, this time we're going to tuck it under and then place it down. And now you will feel your lower abs and you have a lot of access. You will always still have like a gap in between, especially if you have a booty on you. You can't help that. That's just the way your body is built. But knowing that this is another way for you to access your lower abs and also having that lower ab engagement will help so much. So again, for those who have a pelvic tilt, we end up being like this, right? Which is sexy for like videos. For like photos and videos whenever we're dancing. But right now we are exercising. And so we're going to take that. We're going to put a lot of the attention in the way we rotate our hips forward. So our hips are back. Rotate forward. Put it down. And now we're in our neutral position, right? But knowing this information, we have to be very careful when it comes to like leg lifts and stuff, how low we go. Because if we're in a leg lift, we're engaged in our abs, we go too low. Do you not see how much I'm starting to come up? I can hold it, right? I have the strength to hold it. But it's beyond the limits of what my spine can do. And so now it goes from being me being able to hold my lower abs, now going into my lower back. We don't want that. We don't want our lower backs to be sore because we don't want any injuries, right? So we're exercising, we want to be very safe. If we're doing more core workouts, we want to be super stable. And so again, we're in our regular position. We had that curve. We come up, we tuck. Now whenever it's time to do any leg lifts, we know we're super engaged in our core, right? When it's time to come up, we're super engaged in our lower abs. Now, if we were to do that with just the curve in our back, this is how everything will go. Again, I have the strength to do it, so I can technically do it wrong, but you'll feel it. So now everything is, do you not see? Everything is in my lower back compared to when the first time I did it, it was in my lower abs. So that'll be our neutral position. Next, we want to do our imprint position, which we kind of sort of went over a little bit, but I'll get into more explanation for that. So same thing, the best way to get into your lower abs, of course, tuck that pelvis in, right? Now, this time, instead of making our legs super straight, we're going to keep them up and we're going to think about our abs, our lower abs, middle abs, upper abs when coming up. So you really want to peel and print, and we want to hold it. This one I still always have issues with because of right here. It's like whenever we have to do like imprint positions and stuff like that, and it comes to like me going all the way up, I always end up having that push and pull with my lower back. I always feel it no matter what I do, but that's okay. So again, this time we're not going to go all the way up. It was just for us to feel it through. So we just want to imprint and then come right back down, right? You see how our backs are still flat on the floor. So that means that with the imprint position, it means that you're going to have to make adjustments to your legs, right? If I keep my legs right here, my lower abs are still engaged, but it's going to go into my lower back too. But if I make adjustments to my legs, right, from right here to like right here, this is more of my safe spot. This is where everything, all the attention goes to my core, and it may go to other places too, but it keeps that stress off my lower back. And so we peel and then we make it back down. So yeah, that would be our imprint position. And then next we have our C curve. So like how we did with the beginning of the imprint position, how we rolled up, but we made sure to keep everything engaged, going to be the same way. So again, I should have brought some water out. So again, we're going to, oh, sorry. It's a habit now that I know how to like fix my lower back. So again, remember our knees are up, but instead now we're going to rotate our hips down. Bring our legs down. And now you might want to keep like a small bend, because if you go super straight, you see how like me having my legs super straight, it made my, and I'm still engaged in my abs, but it made my spine curve, something I can't help, right? And so keep your legs kind of sort of bent when you do that. So that way you can stay engaged into your abs, and then you just want to curl up. Now I just did that with all abs. Yeah, my shoulders were engaged, but my abs did most of the work for that. So yeah, don't be afraid to keep your legs a little bit bent, so that way you don't go into your spine, you're into your lower back, and you don't manipulate your spine too much, because like I said, it's something we can't help. It's more of a bone structure type of thing, but it's also something we can still help fix in our body. So it is something that's very fixable. So one more time. Remember we're tucked. Keep a small bend in those legs, and then let your abs guide you. And now we can straighten our legs to do anything else, like if we need to go forward. So that should help a whole lot. Next, we have tabletop position, which is just, now we're going to go from laying down. Oh, you know what? Let me show you. So if you want to like lay into it, you don't always want to readjust your hips. So you know how like we have this curve, we readjust down here. Instead, you can just go ahead and tuck your hips forward. You see how I tuck? I'm right here, and I tucked forward, and now I'm down. Now I'm done flat, right? And now we're in our tabletop position without having to readjust ourselves while we're already laid down. So that's another way you can like get into your tabletop very easy, and then you just lift your legs up, and everything is already put together. Is put together even a good word for it? Everything is aligned. Aligned. So now that we're aligned, right? Anything you need to do, like toe taps, for like your toe taps and stuff, you might, depending on how much strength you have in your lower abs, you might be able to make your toes go down low. But when I first started, I wasn't able to, because I didn't have the information to make those adjustments with keeping a lot of stress off of my lower back. So when I did my toe taps, I would have to just go down and not touch the floor. But once I learned how to stay into this position, I was able to just go down, where everything just comes right back up and it stays aligned with my hips, and then just go down. Right? So yeah, and now we have stacking. Stacking should be pretty easy. The same thing that I just taught you, how you readjust your hips forward to lay down, is the same thing you'll do for stacking. So of course, stacking, you want to be super aligned. Some teachers, depending on the teacher who's teaching, some people let you do let you lean on your elbows. Some people go down on let you lay on your arms. But for this one, we'll just be on our elbows, right? So for this position, I'll show you from the back. This is how I would normally lay, right? We see the curve, but now we want to tuck. You want to tuck that pelvis forward and stay engaged when it comes to your lower back. So with the stacking positioning, we have our hips stacked on top of each other. we're not leaning too forward, we're not leaning too back, right? And so now you can go ahead and do your bot mas if you need to, or whatever else, or you can do any type of positioning because you're stacked properly. And now we're going to do peeling the spine. So same thing we did, right? With our imprint position and our C curve, the same thing we're going to do with peeling the spine. This is when you would grab your Pilates ball, or you would grab one of these babies. I forgot what this is called already. What is this called again? I forgot. I'll plug in the name. But you can get this off of like Amazon. I got this when I did a dance program a couple of years ago, but have seen these on Amazon. So you can just push it. It just helps with creating a lot of tension when you do work out and stuff. And so we're going to be peeling the spine. So same thing like I said, tuck those. So we're tucked back. We're going to tuck the hips forward. We're going to lean back. We're going to straighten our legs. We're going to take our Pilates ring. That's what it's called, a Pilates ring. We're going to put it over our head. Now you see that we're fully aligned. And then we're going to take this Pilates ring. We're going to lead it upwards. We're going to lead with our head. We're leaning with our spine. And we're peeling forward. And back down. Our head is going to go last. And then our arms are going to be on over our head. So again, you want to lead with the head and the arms. Access those upper abs, middle, lower, straight down. Be careful, be careful. Back over the head. And so, yeah, those are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pilates positioning for those who deal with pelvic tilts and always need learn how to readjust your spine, so that way you could be able to access your your lower abs. So thank you for supporting me and watching this video. If you have any questions, you can always comment below or message me, and I'll get back to you. And I hope to see you soon, which I will. But I hope you do now kind of like understand how to access those abs without ripping into your lower back, because I understand the pain that come along with that. Like, aesthetically, it can look pleasing, but in reality, it does have its issues. And if you don't know how to like align yourself properly, it can lead to injuries. And so that's why I decided to get into Pilates and take it serious, because all the information that I learned over the years, I've been able to implement and make those different corrections for myself. And so I want to share that knowledge with you. So those who do deal with I think it's called an anterior pelvic tilt or something like that, or exterior pelvic tilt. Yeah, I need to look up the name. I know it's something pelvic tilt, but those who deal with that, you understand what I'm talking about when it comes to like the lower back pains and stuff. So I hope this journey you're able to access those lower abs and create the muscles that you need, and create that engagement and that alignment that you need to be able to do things without injury. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. You can always buy me a coffee, or you can just, I don't know, donate whatever to my education for all of this. But I hope to see you soon, which I will. Bye. Bye.